where do I stand? Here? Okay. First of all, I'm Joy Engelman. I'm a visual artist. I love to camp out in the desert, and I love community projects. So they're my three passions, and I was looking for a way forward to combine my passions and do something with them. This is one of my art shows, so it shows you what I like to paint. I love to paint Australia from the air, but I also love painting all the red desert and the red soil and everything. So tonight I'm taking you out there to have a look with me. A couple of years ago I was looking for a place to take other people to reconnect them to Australia, to the Australian landscape. Because I think in Australia we've forgotten what a beautiful and fantastic landscape we have, and we're not connected with it. And I thought the best way to connect people back was to actually start with artists. Because if I could get artists going back out and repainting the Australian landscape, then that could connect other people. So I went off on the outback roads, and that's one of my favourite roads, in search of place. And I did a tour around Birdsville and beyond and around the orange sand dunes. And then I found this place which leads into a wonderful spot called Arkaroola. Now Arkaroola is 650 kilometres north of Adelaide. It's on the edge of the Strzelecki Desert, and it has Lake Eyre on the other side. So it's in a pretty special place in the world, as you'll see. So when I got back to Orange after all my journeys out there, I was passionate to return to that place. And so my first attempts to get back there failed. And then one day I sat down and I thought, instead of just asking the odd individual, do you want to come out in the desert with me, why don't I just put it out in the newsletter and ask how many people want to come with me? And I put it out, and this lady here answered within about 15 seconds and said, count me in. It's been really interesting because these are the signs I like. I like these signs. When I see those, I know I'm in the desert. It's wonderful. So I developed this artist painting trek, and there we are at the top of Arkaroola. That's Lake Frome out in the distance, which is Australia's largest, driest salt lake and saltiest lake. It's a wonderful place and not very well known. These ladies and that gentleman are called the Wild Women of Arkaroola Plus. The plus stands for John Cale, who's laying on the sand down there, quite relaxed. The one man who was brave enough over the last 2 years to come with us out into the desert and paint. So it's been wonderful. I've done 4 trips out there now, and taken a lot of people out who have a terrible time, as you can see. It's really painful out there. They don't enjoy it at all. So we've gone 4 times now out to Arkaroola. Some, like Bev, have come 3 times now, or 2 or 3 times, and some have come twice. So that's a bit of a recommendation that it's quite a good spot to go to. That's the sort of road we go along to look for beautiful places to paint, and as you can see there's plenty there. The colours are just fantastic. It's one of the most colourful places I've ever visited, and the violets of the deep hills are wonderful. This is Stubbs Waterhole here, and they're looking at the rocks every rock in this riverbed glistens with crystals. They've all got crystals embedded in them. It's just the most amazing experience, because you're standing there and all of a sudden you realise every rock is twinkling at you like a starry night. It's the most amazing thing. This is our studio out there. We have a place to go and paint, so this is where we are, some of the girls painting. So it became the Wild Women of Arkaroola because Jackie was looking on the side of the plane that we took out there. Second trip we went in a Piper Navajo. And on the side of the Piper Navajo it had the letters WWOA. And Jackie said, oh look, that says the Wild Women of Arkaroola. So that's how we got the name. So for the group that we've created, and that we're all hanging together on this shared experience, which has been amazing, we're going to have our first group exhibition in Sydney at Queen Street Gallery in Wallara. next month, from the 19th to the 26th of August, which is going to be very exciting. As you can see, the paintings are very strong when they get out there, but look what they've got to paint. It's just the most amazing landscape. It's just incredible. So, and next year we hope to have an exhibition at the Regional Gallery, or one of them, and we'll go back for another couple of journeys out there into the desert. The other thing that's arisen from this has been that there's now 2 other groups of painters going out to Arkaroola to paint. One group comes from Sydney and it's led by 2 male painters, and there's another lady coming up from Adelaide now with a group of painters as well since we started doing this trek. So it's getting to be a bit of a thing, so that's really wonderful. So we must be close to the end. This is the
beautiful colours.
Oh, this is the ochre wall. It's just, when you see it, it's like a big coloured wave.
Wow.
It's over 5 million years old, is it? 5 million years old. Most beautiful thing. And look at the colours in the landscape. It's just...
they already look painted.
Yeah, they do. It's just it's nature itself. It's the most colourful spot. It doesn't matter where you point your camera. It's a really...
because you think of centre of Australia as a desert.
It is. This is the most arid, and that's Arkaroola. That's typical. So it's the most arid landscape and exposed landscape in the world, other than Iceland, which is the same age as it. And it's a uranium landscape. All those rocks have got uranium embedded in them, and so it's got a slow decay in the background the whole time. Thank you.